Hello children. In the previous class we discussed about the climate features of Kerala. Today we are going to discuss about rivers. There are 44 rivers originating from the Western Ghats and flowing through Kerala. Of these, the Kabani, the Bhavani and the Pambar flow towards the east. The Periyar is the longest river in Kerala. We using rivers for many purposes for drinking water, for irrigation facilities, transportation, and producing electricity, etc. But what happened to the current situation of our rivers? It is fully exploited and overutilized by the man. Can you see the picture in your textbook? We can see the rivers are full of waste. Not only dumping waste, there are numerous activities which are done by man in order to damaging the rivers. Next important factor of Kerala is backwaters. Backwaters are large water bodies located close to the sea. The Vembanadu Kayal spread across the district of Alappuzha, Kottayam and Ernakulam is the largest backwater in Kerala. Backwaters are utilized for fishing, shell mining, kayar industry and tourism. Next important feature is lakes. Lakes are large water bodies located close to sea. The Shastangota Lake in Kollam district is the largest freshwater lake in Kerala. The rivers, lakes, and backwaters are closely related to the life of Keralites. Many of the historically and culturally important places are located along the river banks. We all know that Kerala is an agriculture state. Fertile soil and abundant rainfall make Kerala favorable for agriculture. Coconut and paddy are the main crops in the coastal region. The backwaters here are widely used for pisciculture. But in the midland, diverse crops can be found. Besides paddy, coconut, plantain, elephant yam, butter yam, and arcanut, rubber, tapioca, coffee, and pepper are grown in this region. The cool climate of the highland is ideal for tea, cardamom, and pepper. You all know that Onam is the regional festival of Kerala. Is connected with the harvest in the month of Chingam. The arrangement of Kani on Vishu and planting of saplings on Pattamudiyam emphasize the role of agriculture in Kerala's culture. These festivals become relevant only if our crop diversity and agrarian culture are preserved. Nowadays, Keralites cultivate industrially significant crops like rubber instead of traditional crops. Now, many educated people are attracted toward non agriculture jobs. Lack of interest in cultivating traditional crops is another issue in Kerala. Another important feature of Kerala is its transport. In Kerala, the modes of transport have developed in accordance with the physiographic divisions. Water transport is of great importance in the lowlands marked with the backwaters, lakes, and river mouths. We have an inland waterway leading from Thiruvananthapuram to Hostur. Ports for the purpose of fishing, transport, defense, etc., have also been developed. As bridges were constructed across the backwaters, railway lines and national highways developed in Kerala. Road transport is prominent in the midland and highlands. These roads extend to Tamil Nadu and Karnataka through the passes in the Western Ghats. Air transport to different parts of the country as well as to several foreign countries operate from the international airports in Thiruvananthapuram, Kochi, Kozhikode and also in Kannur in Kerala. We know that Kerala is considered God's own country because Kerala is endowed with abundant rainfall, numerous rivers, pleasant climate, highly literate and cultured society, and a physiography of green mountains and hills. So, it is our duty to conserve the rich resources and diversity of Kerala for generation to come. Let us unite in this mission.